Okay, let's get everyone started on this side of the Atlantic. This is your Frontier Opening Bell with me, Bosin Omofaye. Thanks everyone for coming through on the show this morning. 58 basis points took the Nigerian All-Share Index on the NGX higher on Tuesday, shaking off that lackluster Monday. Boa Cement, Boa Food shares led the market. Two companies from the same Boa Group, with the facts behind the listing, which Boa Foods PLC did yesterday on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, and of course the news that the consumer goods company is going to step into rice milling production in Nigeria beginning the year 2022. The BRVM softened by 0.03 on the back of the decline of about 4% in the shares of Ecobank Transnational, which was listed on the Abidjan Exchange, the one in Accra, and of course here in Lagos. The EGX, which is Egyptian top 30 index, up 0.15 on Tuesday. The Nairobi Bourse down by 11 basis points on the back of Safaricom, despite gains by banking groups such as KCB. Then you've got South African markets down very sharply, 1.03, in line with the rest of the emerging markets and developed stock markets around the world on Tuesday. There's concerns around Omicron variant and the state of the global economy, an admixture of a negative sentiment warming around. So we saw the price of gold yesterday climb a little bit, as well as silver and oil prices still surging in the new year, now above 10% for the Brent crude since January the 1st. Okay, let's throw in the East African headline news this Wednesday, with Savannah Cement in Kenya looking to raise about 40 billion shillings via bond offering on the London Stock Exchange. In the meantime, Kenya shillings is weakening further because of demand for US dollar within the East African largest economy, while Airtel Uganda is holding talks on the proposed listing on the stock exchange. Unilever is looking to for distributors for its fast-moving consumer goods within the Rwandan space, while Addis Ababa has launched what you call Buy Ethiopia exhibition and bazaar. The whole idea from this big economy Horn of Africa is to promote made in Ethiopia, from jewelries to clothing, apparels, and a few other things, and make everyone to focus on Buy Ethiopia, trying to spring a whole lot of buying sentiment into its medium and small enterprises industry. Yesterday for Nigeria was a big day when it comes to the flagging off of the dry season for rice planting. Nigeria has significantly depressed its island import rice from about 2 million metric tons to now less than 10,000 metric tons annually. That all yesterday by President Buhari, as well as the governor of the central bank, who praised Nigerian farmers for their doggedness in the face of banditry, insecurity, and herdsmen farmers clashes to continue to produce. Nigeria yesterday unveiled the largest number of rice pyramids since the Anchor Borrowers program of the central bank took off some 4 years ago. In the meantime, the Africa Finance Corporation announced yesterday this raised $400 million through a consortium of African and international banks for critical lending into the continent's infrastructure. An FMDQ Securities Exchange based in Lagos admitted Babangona Farmers Limited 15 billion commercial paper on the platform. The idea is to support agro and agro-allied companies in Nigeria, allowing them to raise bonds and commercial papers in local currencies via the FMDQ Securities Exchange. And Boa Foods says it's starting rice business, as I said earlier. Operations will start this year. That will include the existing pasta business and flour milling, which Boa Foods, which is a huge consumer goods in competition with some of the other big names in the industry in Nigeria space, such as Flour Mills, Dangote Flour, Dangote Sugar, and others. Then you've got World Bank is looking to pump $40 million into Ghana's venture capital trust fund, while Côte d'Ivoire borrowed 66 billion CFA franc from the WAEMU market. That's the West African Monetary Union, which is the French-speaking West African monetary zone. In Southern Africa, that's where I'm going next with today's Frontier Opening Bell. Global copper shortage is expected to hit 6 million tons by the year 2030. Copper prices remain highly elevated when you look at concerns from some of the key producing countries around the world, such as Chile and Brazil. South Africa's mining outputs reportedly beat forecasts about 5.2% year on year as at the end of November. The US-based firm Bain & Co. has voluntarily removed itself from the Business Leadership South Africa, the BLSA. It's all on the back of the Zondo, Justice Zondo Commission's report, which you call the State Capture Report, that outlined grand allegations of corruption and mismanagement and malpractices under the Jacob Zuma's administration. That 874-page document mentioned Bain & Co. So the company voluntarily wrote to the business leadership in South Africa and said, sorry, we're going to exit this association. And that self-delisting from the BLSA list has been accepted by the association. In the meantime, the South African government is looking to lift ban on issuance of investment licenses in Zambia, while Zimbabwe's Delta Corporation, which is in mining resources, reporting 51% uptick in revenue in 9 months ended September 2021. I'm going to wrap it up, as always, in North Africa, where Egypt headline urban inflation came in at 5.2% for last year, while the country is looking to cut debt to GDP ratio within the next 3 years. Egypt's Commercial International Bank is issued $100 million in green bonds. That's the way to go. Everyone, corporate sovereigns are getting onto the sustainability, ESG, and climate financing, going green around the world. And Africa is trying to throw in its weight within that space. Morocco is looking at an emergency plan of about 2 billion dirhams for tourism. Omicron variant of the virus is beginning to impact Morocco, one of Africa's best destinations for tourism, one of the biggest earner for Morocco, North Africa. Now the government is looking to throw 2 billion local currencies or dirhams into the industry and ensure that all things go well. Indonesia rejects Burkina-based consortium offer to buy Carthage Cement. Carthage Cement is listed on the Tunisian Stock Exchange, by the way. And that's it for this morning on Frontier Opening Bell. I am Bosin Wafai. You can watch this show again. Go to our website, www.frontierafricareports.com. You can go on our YouTube as well to watch these shows, as well as other shows that we produce here on FAR. Go to Frontier Africa Reports on YouTube. Subscribe. It is free. You can follow us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as Twitter. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.